Quit making your boss rich and take control of your life. Seriously. Every single day that you don't show up to a job you love, every hour you spend helping someone else build their dream, you are giving away your power. I know it might sound harsh, but that's the truth. I've witnessed it with my father growing up. He hated his job. It made him and us miserable. You've got one life. And if you're spending the best years of it sitting in traffic for hours every day, clocking in, clocking out, handing your boss, which is a piece of counting down to the weekend, then something's wrong. You were not born just to pay bills, eat microwave dinners, and die quietly after a life of work, taxes, and stress. That's not the purpose of being alive. That's just the path that society gives you because it's so much easier to control people who are tired, distracted, and scared. Look, I grew up in a low middle class family. All of my life, I saw my parents struggle, and lack of money just made life hell. Especially when I saw how easy the wealthy kids had it at school. They'd go on awesome vacations, drive incredible cars, while we'd be stuck in our tiny rooms in unbearable heat all summer. Talk about our life. But more than that, I saw how regular jobs made people depressed, and also how they led to absolutely nothing because nothing was ever going to change or get better. It's not like that tiny raise once every couple years was going to make up for inflation. So when I was a young kid, about to turn 12 years old, I realized it was my responsibility to become wealthy so I could live a better life and also provide for my family. Because if I didn't, who the hell was going to do it for us? No one. So I discovered with some research on the internet, I literally typed how to get rich. I know, pretty original. I discovered you could start an online business and that changed everything for me. Now so far, I've tried pretty much every possible way to make money online and nothing worked until I finally cracked the code and started selling high ticket offers. So far, I've been able to make thousands of dollars a day in profit working from home in my bathrobe. It's literally somewhere right there. And it still feels kind of crazy to say it out loud, because it's not that long ago, I would almost have a panic attack whenever I would spend a little bit of money. And sometimes I still feel it because that's how I've been programmed by my life experiences and by society in general. Now, let's start at the root. You too were programmed. From the time you were a kid, you were trained to follow the system. Go to school, sit still, raise your hand, don't ask too many questions. Pass the test, get the grade, graduate. And then what? Get a job, work 5 days a week, pay taxes, pay rent, obey your boss, never question anything, wait until you're 65 to retire and finally maybe breathe. That's not freedom. It's a pattern, it's a script, and most people follow it without ever stopping to ask, why am I even doing this? That's not laziness, that's mental conditioning. You've been taught to trade your time for money and to feel guilty if you want more. If you're feeling tired all the time, uninspired, bored, or even depressed, it doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. However, it does mean there is something wrong with the path you're on. Look, you're not lazy, you're not broken. You're just doing something that doesn't match who you really are. Think about it like this. If you put a fish on land, it's going to flop around and feel like a complete failure. And it's not because it's weak, it's because it's in the wrong environment, so of course it can't thrive. A lot of people are living like that and they don't even realize it. In the wrong place, doing the wrong things, and blaming themselves for not thriving. Well, maybe you're just not meant to conform in the first place. Now, unfortunately, we're not allowed to share everything on YouTube, which is why I've recorded a free video to show you how I made over $1,000 a day in profit from my laptop. And right now, we're also offering a few free consultation calls with me or my team to help you come up with a game plan to reach financial freedom in 90 days or less using the PTP method. Now, I highly suggest you click the link in the description below when you're done watching this video. But be quick, because spots fill up extremely fast and soon we'll be forced to take the video down. Now, let's talk about the roles people play in life. There are 3 big ones. The first is what we call the technician. That's the person who's really good at doing the work. Maybe they're a great cook or a great writer or amazing at fixing cars or plumbing. But the problem is they're stuck always doing the work. And if they stop, the money stops. They don't own the system. They are inside the system. And then there's the manager. Now, this person doesn't do the hands-on work as much, but they organize everything. They make sure the team runs well, they're trusted, respected, but still not free. They're still working inside someone else's system, not their own. And finally, there's the entrepreneur. This is the person who creates the system or who owns it. They see the bigger picture. They find a problem, build something to solve it, and let other people run it. They use their ideas, not just their labor, to grow wealth. If you're only being a technician in your life, your growth is going to hit a wall. There's only so much time in a day. You can only work so many hours. Even if you're really good at what you do, you will always be trading your time for a paycheck. And what if you stop showing up? The money stops coming too. It's a trap, and it's the trap most people live in until they're too old to climb out. So let's look at how wealth actually works. Imagine there are 4 levels. At the bottom, there's implementation. That means you're the one doing the work. You're a plumber, a janitor, a cashier, a delivery driver, a mechanic, a taxi driver, etc. A nurse, you're in this category. You're paid for your effort and for your time. If you don't work, you don't earn. The level above that is unification. This is when you lead a team. You manage other people. Now you're more valuable because you're not just working, you're helping others work better. But still, your time is tied to your income. Then the level above that is communication. Now, you're using your voice, your ideas, your message. You might be in sales, commission-based jobs, marketing, or creating content online. People are paying attention to you. You've got some kind of influence. And influence brings opportunity and income. Now at the top is imagination. This is where you create something from nothing. You build a business, essentially. You dream it, build it, and let it live on its own. You make something that can grow and earn even when you're not there, even when you're asleep or on vacation or having dinner with the people you love. That's when you tap into real freedom. The goal is simple. You want to move on those levels. That's how you buy back your freedom. That's how you stop working yourself into the ground for a paycheck that barely covers your rent. You want to rise from just doing the work to creating the work, from being the worker to becoming the owner. And the way to start is by monetizing you. You have a story. You have struggles you've overcome. You have things you've learned the hard way that someone else would pay to learn. That's valuable. And what's amazing with today's world is that you can package this knowledge, turn your story into a course, record a video explaining how you solved a problem, make an ebook, build a template, create something once and sell it many times. That's how you stop trading time for money. That's how you start owning your life. Passive income is not magic. It's not instant, but it's real. You can make a video once and get paid every time someone watches it. You can create a product one time and earn every time someone downloads it. You can recommend tools or services and earn commissions when people use your link. That income doesn't depend on you clocking in. That's freedom income. You build once, you earn over and over. And no, it's not a get-rich-quick thing. It's get-free smart. So if you're still stuck in a job you don't love, use it as a stepping stone. Don't stay there forever. Pick a job that teaches you skills you can use later. Sales, for example, is a superpower. Once you know how to sell, you can never be broke again. Marketing, tech, and finance are all super powerful too. And you don't need a university degree to make lots of money. I don't have one. The internet is your school now. YouTube, podcasts, online courses, coaching programs, etc. You can even start learning for free or cheap and level up fast. Every new skill you gain is like putting bricks down on the road to your freedom. But none of that works if you don't change the way you think. Because your mindset is literally everything. I've seen people follow the same strategy that works, and one will get results the other won't. The difference is their mindset, how they think, how they act. If you still think like an employee, you will keep acting like one. You've been trained to think small, to settle, to be realistic. But you have to dream again. You have to imagine a life that excites you. Start by writing it down. Every morning, write what you really want. A life with more freedom, more fun, more purpose. Don't worry about how it's going to happen. Just get clear on what you want and start doing things that reconnect you with yourself. Meditate, take quiet walks, try breath work, read books that make you think bigger. Your real energy comes when you stop numbing yourself and start listening to what your heart is actually saying. Most people aren't tired because of how much they're doing. They're tired because of how little they enjoy what they're doing. Now, unfortunately, we're not allowed to share everything on YouTube, which is why I've recorded a free video to show you how I made over $1,000 a day in profit from my laptop. And right now, we're also offering a few free consultation calls with me or my team to help you come up with a game plan to reach financial freedom in 90 days or less using the PTP method. Now, I highly suggest you click the link in the description below when you're done watching this video. But be quick, because spots fill up extremely fast and soon we'll be forced to take the video down. And here's a hard truth that might hurt a little. Every hour you spend building someone else's dream is an hour you're not spending on your own. If you died tomorrow, your job would replace you within 2 days. That's how quickly the machine moves on. You're not special to the system, but you are special to yourself and to the people you could actually help. So no, you don't have to quit your job right now to start your business. But you do need to start building your escape plan. Even if it's just 1 hour per day, most people who come to me work full-time jobs. They still find the time, learn something new every day, build something small, and sell something you know. That hour adds up. In 1 year, that could change everything. You could have quit your job. Remember this, you are the asset. You don't need to be smarter, richer, or luckier. Everybody wishes they were, but it's never going to magically happen. You just need a clear direction, a belief, and an action plan. You have to understand that freedom isn't given in this world. That's the lie we're sold, that we're all free. It's BS. You're free if you've got a lot of money and time freedom. So freedom is built one brick at a time, one choice at a time, one day at a time. And the future version of you, the one who is free, fulfilled, and doing what they love, getting paid handsomely for it, that version is already cheering you on. So stop making your boss rich because they don't care about you. Start building your life. It's yours, and it's waiting. Now, if you're serious about becoming financially free this year, click the link in the description below because I've made a video where I'm explaining how I've been able to make more than $1,000 a day in profit. And right now, we're also offering free strategy calls with me or a member of my team to help you come up with a custom game plan to reach financial freedom in 90 days or less using what I call the PTP method. But be quick because we have very limited spots and they fill up fast. And soon, we'll have to take that video down. So click on the link in the description below, watch the video, book your free call, and with that said, I'll see you on the other side.